Hey, this is Hilltop Knowledge 2 again. In this video, let's get into my approach to effort in life. So, if you say that effort is what gets you anywhere, then you are not following my philosophy on life. Because what effort is relative to each person. So, some people, they can achieve great things in life. They can understand the deepest mysteries, find any answer to accomplish anything, but they need to sit in like 3 hours of meditation. That's what they need to do. So their effort is the meditation or the lack of effort. And some people, they need to just invest, go to their top advisor in investing and invest $100,000 in a stock that they know is automatically going to go up in 3 months, and they can triple their money. So that person is putting in his effort. And effort means something different to everyone because usually money is the thing that keeps things rolling. It's the ego's powerhouse, and so we need money is something we can relate to. But not everyone's effort is could be for the sake of money, and so it shows you that we're all in a different. We're all putting in our energy for a different outcome, and that will also help you reevaluate the concept of effort. That for someone may accuse someone of not putting effort in life, but really, that person is simply he's not trying to accomplish the same things as another guy. So you may think that he doesn't make this amount of money, he doesn't have this kind of community and friendships going on, he doesn't have this amount of connections, or it seems. So that accusation is happening because people that don't understand the other world, and his world may involve a different agenda. Let's say what he finds as success in life is not having too many thoughts in a single minute or in a single hour. And so even though he doesn't achieve money, he achieves what he wants. He achieves thoughtlessness. He achieves a state of serenity and peace, right? That's not valued to someone who's focused on money, but that is a high state of being. So it just goes to show you that it's all relative. The effort is all relative. Now let's take a step back. That is just how effort can manifest, how it's relative. But really, there's an even higher approach that effort does not even exist. And I've been through this in the past, in past channels, that effort is the passivity of your life. Effort is passive. If you are in a state of mind where you cannot, where you're just present, that is real effort. Because if you say effort involves getting anxious, feeling you need to take action, and then taking an action that might carry results, that is pseudo effort. But the real effort was before you got the anxiety. You were exerting effort to just be, to just live, to be who you are. And the moment the anxiety thought came, that thought said, you need to do something different than what you're doing. And so you took some steps to accomplish something that has nothing to do with what you really want. You wanted to just chill. Okay, so in conclusion, the way to put effort is to not try to put an effort. And the problem with this approach in the public's eye and can manifest in actuality is that you in the long run, there's not a system built to cater to these people, to make more money, to have a better situation, so that they can have they can be they can be integrated into some kind of community, and to be respected and have a sense of value for where they are. Because the approach is too passive, and it's built into the animal instincts that you gotta You gotta prove to me that you're dominant. You gotta go out there and do something that someone else is not doing, so you can feel superior to them, so you can look better than them, look like you're doing something that lazy people don't do. And so the biggest reason why effort is misunderstood is because people think that if you're not doing the effort that's considered in society, then you're a lazy person. Then you're a lazy person. And so really the accusation comes from a whole world of ape-like thinkers, ape-like mindsets, that we have to be dominant, we have to be the best, and relaxing or chilling is the enemy. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not saying relaxing is the pinnacle, becoming a hippie who smokes all day. I don't smoke. I haven't had marijuana in over a year. And I had one puff, and then I had a panic attack because I'm too sensitive to all types of things, drugs and whatnot. I had an antibiotic one time, and I threw up. I can't even take antibiotics, it looks like. But all kinds of, whether it be over the counter or partially stigmatized or partially legal, it's I just am too sensitive right now. It's just how my body is. So you should know that I don't do drugs. I'm not advocating a druggy-like mindset. I'm advocating a peace-like mindset. That wherever you find yourself, people are speaking in the background, hold on. Wherever you find yourself, that is where you're supposed to be. And the effort you put in is the very finding yourself. Not going out of your way to find yourself, but where you find yourself right now. I find myself looking into the camera and seeing myself with a hood on. That's it. That's the effort I put in. And there's in every action you do, there's gonna be some kind of like neuroticism. There's gonna be some aspect that's making you want to do it. And so I guess you can say that you can't escape pseudo effort. There's always going to be this pseudo effort, but the real effort is when you don't look like you're putting in effort. And when you do look like you're putting in effort, it's pseudo effort. It's inauthentic. It's not real effort. Real effort is when people say that this guy is just being him, and that's great. But if there isn't like a noticeable substantive outcome for that person's state, then people are going to accuse him and say that person's not doing enough. But if he made $1 million just writing a few pieces in his journal and then happened to be good, he produced his spiritual journal and created a whole book out of it after a year. If that person was doing that and it created results, then people don't laugh at him. People don't accuse him, since it produced what the public thinks is relevant. The outcome makes the initial action substantive. And I'm saying that is a wrong outlook. Because who's to say that just because your criteria of productivity occurred, it doesn't mean someone else's, and it doesn't mean that something that's going to eternally be invisible to your sense of productivity is not present. So we got to watch out for that. It's never a case where someone is lacking in effort, and it's never a case where someone is putting in effort, because you can't know these definitives. You have to let it be. And so it's a very counterintuitive state of being that you have to reach. That the public has to eliminate the concept of effort. And the goal of this attitude is that we will advance our consciousness. We will advance our state of mind, our perspective, and come to a place where people are not judged for what they do and how they are. And perhaps one day we can have a system of credit, or a system of wage, or even just assistance, because people can be found to have value in ways that the public did not initially hold them to have value. But that will break down the entire economic structure, not just the country, but the whole world. If a whole population of people are being considered valuable because of some discovery, oh, they wear their hair in a certain way, so people like that hair, they feel more confident. Like, you can come up with anything, but I'm saying that's a good thing. You deconstruct and you reevaluate what's considered value, thereby allowing them to have what other people who noticeably give value with, like pumping up the economy, right? So that they can be on equal playing field, because they're living two ways of life with two definitions on what effort is. You think that they're not putting any effort, but they're both putting in effort. They just have a different outlook, a different philosophy on what matters. So we got to reevaluate that and recognize that we're all putting in 100% of effort, and come in with that attitude. And with God's help, we will eliminate the ape-like system of top dog and I'm better than you, for the sake of peace and inequality. Have a great weekend.